Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV storyline. I'm glad that I was watching the mixer levels on Streamlabs because for the first time ever, my Yeti microphone, like the levels, usually there's always something it's picking up, even if it's not coming across in the video very well. This time it was flat and remained flat until I literally spoke. And then I found out it was actually only picking the sounds in the game. Anytime there was music, anytime there was a footfall, anytime I was like mounting a chocobo or something like that, if there was any sound in the game, it lowered the volume of my microphone by like 50%, and it sounded horrible. And if anybody else has this problem, for me, all I had to do was delete the Yeti microphone as a source in Streamlabs, an audio input, and then just put it back, and now it sounds fine. This quest is called Drowned Vestiges, level 98, given to us by Gulool Ja. We are in the continent, or the country, the zone of heritage found. We are south of Everkeep. No. We're south of the Drift Downs. We're outside this town where half of it is submerged in water, and it's faced some hard times in total. And we will get footgear coffer, item level 675, Rakazar. I've pronounced that differently every time I've seen that word. Anyway, I think I have a couple chests to open, or did I open them? I have hand and leg also. I'm gonna have to open those. I'll open all three at the end of this quest, in case you're curious about that. I only saw him for a moment before he disappeared behind a building, but I'm pretty sure Gulool Ja was heading further south. I'll contact Alice on Link Pearl and let her know to join us. Okay. We mount up on our dragon. We head southeast. A little bit more south than east. When I saw that my Yeti was like, when that mixer display was showing no sound picked up at all, I'm like, man, like until I talked, I was thinking that the sound suppression, you know, where it doesn't, like the Yeti's supposed to not pick up sounds you don't want it to, just like the shuffling of papers or, well, it'll pick that up, but breathing, you know, so I'm like, oh, it's doing its job really, really well, and it's only going to pick up my voice, but you know, it's a good thing I tested because those sounded awful. It was just like, is that kind of bull crap. Not that bad, but pretty bad. We find Gulool Ja. I didn't think we were looking this direction. Oh, it's south of the town. There's more town. Is there more? Or is this the one we were looking at? Wow, this is a bigger city or town. I'm gonna call it a city now. Bigger city than I thought. This is the area, but the canals and debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up and search. If you could head into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. When we find Gulool Ja, let's watch from a distance until he gets to his destination. Wouldn't want to startle him and cause an accident. So I will head southwest this time. We have a destination marker where we will wait. Survey. Cutscene. We're looking around. There are buildings, there is rubble. We do see movement, it seems. Yep, there's the little dude. Just confidently walking along some streets. We're gonna follow him quietly without being noticed. Oh, is this a mini game? These are... Is he gonna have a... Okay, I'm gonna hide behind this first. Just in case. Okay, so... Oh gosh. Hold on. Okay. He went in, he found some rubble that was gonna bar his way, so he turned. So it's a good thing I stayed hiding there. It does give you a big old circle to indicate you should not get closer than... I think it's only when you get too close. I'm hiding behind a wall right now. When she said canals, it was a pretty accurate description. I think that I was calling them streets, but we are in where water would have flowed. Hiding behind piles of rubble. He's pretty safe from things down here. Nothing can see him. Except me. There are defective android sentries up top. I don't have a place to hide. I'm hoping he doesn't turn around again. It's like a straight line right now. He's turning to the right. I'm gonna make sure I use this wall for cover for now. I think I've done like 3 of... This is the 3rd one of these kind of quests that I've done following the storyline, and I don't believe... I may have failed once on the first one. The second one I did flawlessly, hiding behind trees and such. I was surprised the second one was... It was like anytime you see something that you're like, should I use that for cover? Use it for cover. And wait. Don't be impatient. I actually do not remember. He's running now, he's running. I don't remember switching my minion to the Pororogo. He's fast. He's really fast. He just went all sprinty. I almost felt like I should hit my sprint to follow. Okay, he's going up some stairs now. He's out of the canal. He's still running. He entered a really destroyed building, home thing. Duty complete. We've hit a big destination circle. Cutscene now. We're just like outside of this super broken... There's walls, but they don't go up very high. Alice and Wook join me.
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt. What's here, I wonder?
He's just kind of walking around the house. It's only one room, as far as I can tell. Oh, he's got some squirrel friends.
So he's looking after those little ones.
That's awesome.
Gulool Ja.
Uh-oh. An android.
Not another step!
What? A sentry?
A tall android that kind of looks like it might be made after a mamul. One of the one-horned... Kind of like...
Run, Gulool Ja, run!
Kind of like Zeralja. Looking.
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
Gulool Ja is not scared at all.
My name is Wook Lamat, and I've come to talk to Gulool Ja.
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them forthwith!
But...
The robot has paused. as it was about to strike.
I want to get to know her too.
This makes her very happy. Big old open mouth smile.
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I. Lots.
The boy steps forward.
But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
The android looks like, you know, the metal parts are worn, the outsides at least, and the paint could use a new touch-up, but functioning, for sure. Doesn't look like parts are missing.
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
The front of it actually looks the most damaged, where it houses what looks like a shining purple core. Or like glowing, I guess would be a better word than shining.
Vessel?
Otis is my friend. When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked after me. He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things. Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
This machine cooks for you?
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
By the way, the machine is more than twice as tall as me, and possibly a tiny bit less than twice as tall as Gulool Ja. It's a tall boy.
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself.
How remiss of me.
Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
Otis Valona.
You're captain of the knights?
It was. My options are, you've been functioning for nearly 400 years, or you seem different from other machines. What's your story? You seem different from other machines. What's your story?
And there I thought it was Gulool Ja with whom you wished to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane. But ere I regale you, we must take our repast.
A meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
All right, all right. A repast it is.
She's going to spoil her nephew silly. I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
Gulool Ja gives a little happy dance. So does Gulool Ja, you know, to be honest. Alright, what do you need from me, Otis? So, my new friends, I would enlist your aid in procuring the ingredients for our repast. After all, the most enjoyable meals are those we make together. We're happy to pitch in, of course. What ingredients did you have in mind? First of all, some yam and pumpkin. The people of the outskirts should be willing to share their harvest if you and Gulool Ja could go and speak to them. Sure, I'll ask for the cast-offs too, as usual. As for Mercy and Anase, I would be obliged if you could procure some woolback meat. Sorry for all the stumbles. I would be obliged if you could procure some woolback meat. I don't know what that is. The creatures can be found grazing on the slopes outside of town. As beef is less readily available, their flesh makes for a good substitute. That of the younger ones especially, as it is more tender and less gamey. Consider it done. We'll be back with the meat before you know it. Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I shall see to the other preparations. Okay. Sometimes I know. I'm gonna go just for the heck of it. I'm gonna brave all of these defective androids and hunter mechs and whatever and get this aetheryte. Or can I? It's... Of course I can. Electrope Strike. This looks a lot like where we met the hunter. Right? Is that a different zone? I think it was a different zone. Sometimes I'm scared of you, but all I really want is to hold. So, this is where we just got the aetheryte. It's, you know, a metal. It does have a tower, but like there's also a platform base where they have some storage with some, you know, rain protection. Oh wait, did they do it? They did it. Wait, no, they don't. You can see rain. I think you can underneath. Can you? No, okay, they did an okay job of protecting. So if there is something that should be blocking rain, it does seem to block the rain. I don't see any rain under here. Anyway, so yeah, some overhangs to some like roofs, like that, yeah, to protect some storage areas. There's some people here doing whatever. Junkmonger, mender. Anyway, I'm really bad at describing things. What you see before you is a metal floor accessed by 5 metal stairs, and the metal floor is 40 feet, no, it'd probably be like 80 feet by 60 feet. And on this floor, there are occasionally some beams that go up at a slant, and at the top of those beams, there is a horizontal sheet of metal that acts as a roof to protect from the elements that come from above. I don't know. We have a destination that is purple dark energy, and we will fight whatever comes our way. The Woolbacks, probably. Although, I'm sad I have to kill the young ones. How to describe this guy? Okay, I'll try. Okay. So, kind of the body of a behemoth, actually. And then the head is just, it has like the curved ram horns on the side. It has like goat horns on top. It has all sorts of horns protecting this entire head. That's crazy. I gotta actually kill it before I kill it. That one was young? That guy was big as frick, man. Anyway, we got meat from that big guy. Definitely not young. We're heading back to the somewhat protection of the dilapidated buildings. Dilapidated? Dilapidated. Riding through the rain, through the somewhat desert terrain, arid. I could say arid, but it's raining, so it's not really arid. Well, What's this? Am I to understand that you have already procured the meat? Says Otis, as I return it into him. Good heavens you have, and such a choice cut it is besides. 'Tis plain you know how to handle yourself in battle. Were it 400 years ago, I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights. Ha ha ha! We do get the footgear coffer, 675. And as I did say, I'm going to figure out which of my classes can use these things. Okay. Hand gear first. Wow, it's a 30-point bump for Dragoon. That's crazy. I think Dragoon's gonna win it. Yep. Dragoon go. Everybody else is like 660 or higher. Dragoon is 645, so that's gonna go from, that's a 30-point bump. Equip. So Dragoon goes from 662 to 665. Well done, Dragoon. Alright, legs. 655 Dragoon. That might be it, actually. Yep. 10-point, wait, sorry. 20-point bump. Yeah. Jeez. That goes from 665 to 666. Oh no! Dragoon is actually right now by far the highest I have, and it's only because like when I do these coffers, I want it to be as efficient as possible when it comes to improvement in item level. I don't want to just go like, oh hey, white mage is the lowest, so I'm going to use this even though it's like only a 3-point bump in that particular slot. You know, I don't want to do that. Foot gear 666. Oh no. Dragoon 663 for Pally. 660 for them. 669. What did I say? I think that's gonna go to my healers. Yeah, Sage and White Mage both, they share 660 healing feet. So let's pop that open. And Sage is not high enough level to put it on. White Mage is. They're level 98. That's something to take into account. I think I have other gear like that. Oh, White Mage can put the staff on finally. What's that? 6. Oh, cool. Hell yeah. Forgot about that. So White Mage goes from 659 with those 2 pieces of gear to 663. Sage unfortunately cannot put that on. And the boots. Cool. That is the end of that quest, end of this video. I will see you soon for the next one. Bye-bye.